So I wanted to make this video today about atheism and how it does give an individual a great sense of empowerment. As a religious person, I never felt like there was a fit. It felt like I was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. A lot of the doctrines did not seem to be me. For example, when it said that we are sinners, there's something wrong with us, that doctrine just did not jive. It felt that someone was telling me that there was something wrong with me while I was saying there's nothing wrong, I am just fine. That's number one. The other thing is the issue with sexism, where in the New Testament you see God saying that females should be submissive to men, that you should not speak in church unless, if you have a question, ask your husband or ask a man, be silent in church. It just seemed to me that whoever came up with that does not know women, because that is not the women that I know, that is not me. In other words, trying to do that does not feel real. It just feels like I'm trying to be someone that I'm not, and it has never worked. So the part of empowerment I got from atheism is that I was free to be myself, and I felt that when I was free to be myself, I was a better person. I wanted to be empathic, generous, considerate of people around me, because that's what I wanted to do. Because I felt that doing that was being nice to somebody, was doing something great for somebody, not doing what God wanted me to do. In other words, my focus went from God to the human being, to the person. When I see somebody suffering, I feel like helping them because I am empathic towards them. I see what they're going through. I can imagine me having to go through that, and I understand how painful it is, and so I want to relieve their suffering. Not because God wants me to, not because God says it's the right thing to do, but because I know it's the right thing to do. So that empowerment, that self-directedness that I got from atheism is one of the things that, that makes me realize it's just the right thing for me. Christians, what do you think about this? Do you feel a sense of empowerment, on the other hand, by a God who says, I created you, I love you, you're my child, and you have to do what I want you to do, otherwise you go to hell? Granted, I put it in a negative light, but to me that is what really is the summary of it is. I love you, I created you, but literally you have to do this, otherwise you go to hell. You have to love me, otherwise you go to hell. You have to acknowledge me, otherwise you go to hell. So that's it. And after this empowerment that I got from realizing, from shelling this, I'll call it a yoke, from shelling this burden that I was carrying, after this, after I shed this burden, I started to investigate the history of religion. And just reading the scriptures, you would know that it was written by men who had their self-interest at heart. It was written by men who felt that women were to blame for a lot of things that were going wrong in the world, hence the story of Adam and Eve. Now, if you look at the Greek mythology, the story of Pandora's box is also something that, has the same theme running through it, which is that women are responsible for a lot of things that are wrong in this world. Obviously, I don't agree. I'm a woman. And to me, that is not being fair to women. That is being male-centric. It's hard for a woman to live in a male-centric world. So what do you think? And also, as a woman, what do you think about this view? How do you react to the verses in the Bible, if you're a Christian, that says that you should submit to a man, that you're not supposed to speak in church, you should be silent? Also, even if you're a Muslim, how do you react to the veiling? I have heard a lot of Muslim women say, well, it's actually very protective to us. It protects our beauty. Now, why should beauty be protected? What are you getting protected from? Men are not animals. But that's my argument. What do you think about that? All right, hope to hear from you.